2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 13th of January and it's National Sticker Day. And a big happy birthday to Orlando Bloom, Bill Bailey, Natalie Dyer and Liam Hemsworth. It may be Friday the 13th, but could it be a lucky day for strike talks? After a long week of walkouts, the government finally met with public sector unions on Thursday to try and bring an end to the deadlock. Ministers met with health, rail and civil service unions to resolve issues on pay conditions and jobs. And if you're wondering if talks went any better than last time, wouldn't hold your breath. The winter of strikes looks set to stay. PCS Union General Secretary Mark Sawatka was clearly unimpressed by what the government had to offer.
I'm sad to say the meeting was a complete farce. What we got this morning was a meeting with the minister, and yet what he told us today is there is no money on the table. The government is not considering alleviating this crisis by any means now. So
across the board, are we looking at more strikes? Well, the General Secretary of ASLEF, Mick Whelan, says yes.
There's a lot of anger out there. I'm being inundated both on social media and in my inbox by train drivers. How dare you talk about these things that we have rejected. So my board is 8 train drivers. I imagine there'll be an equal amount of passion next week.
Meanwhile, the TUC's announced a national protest in response to new anti-strike legislation. The union's General Secretary Paul Novak called on the public for support.
On 1st of February, we'll be asking the British public to show their support for our campaign to defend the right to strike, to show their support for workers who will be on strike that day, and also to show our support for public services.
The body of one of the 2 missing British aid workers has been found, according to a Russian mercenary group fighting in Ukraine. Andrew Bagshaw and Chris Parry were last seen heading to the town of Solidar on Friday. The Wagner group said a body had been found without naming them, and the Foreign Office is yet to confirm the claim. This all comes as Russia's President Putin appointed a new commander of the Russian military, which the deputy head of the main operational department of Ukraine's army, Alexei Hurmov, says is a sign things are not going well.
Since the first days of war, we observed that with some frequency, there were changes in the leadership of the armed forces of the occupying country. If everything was fine for them, they wouldn't need to change leadership so often.
And there's no good news for Putin on the horizon, according to Robin Niblett, the former director of Chatham House.
This kind of manoeuvring, I think, is a lot more dangerous for Putin. But at the moment, this is, an intro. This is a preface to what is going to be a very risky spring and summer for Putin.
People are struggling to heat their homes as the winter of discontent deepens with the ongoing cost of living crisis. 3 million people ran out of credit on their prepayment energy meters last year alone, which equates to 1 every 10 seconds. It's led to Citizens Advice boss Dame Claire Moriarty calling for an end to energy firms forcing people onto prepaid meters.
There needs to be a ban on moving people onto prepayment meters until there are proper protections in place that mean that people can't be fully disconnected.
In the United States, someone's been caught with classified documents, and for once, it's not Donald Trump. President Joe Biden stored classified documents from the Obama era when he was vice president at a Washington office. They were discovered in November and turned over to the National Archives. But now more have been uncovered in his garage in Wilmington, Delaware, as US Attorney General John Lausch has been investigating. Joe seemed pretty calm about it.
I take classified documents and classified material seriously. We're cooperating fully and completely with the Justice Department's review. And by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? So it's not like you're sitting out in the street.
But with a major investigation going into Donald Trump's classified collection, Attorney General Merrick Garland really didn't have a choice about what to do next.
Based on Mr. Lausch's initial investigation, I concluded that under the special counsel regulations, it was in the public interest to appoint a special counsel.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Tom Hanks gets pretty excited about cats and more trouble for Chelsea right after this. Welcome back.
Thursday night saw a solitary game in the Premier League as under-pressure Chelsea travelled to Fulham for a West London derby. Fulham started the evening in 6th with Chelsea in 10th, and without an away win in 4 games, Graham Potter was in need of some good fortune. He didn't get it though, as brand new signing Joao Felix got a red card on his debut, which meant Chelsea lost 2-1 and piled more pressure on the under-fire manager. Understandably, Potter sounded pretty disappointed after the game.
It's tough, that's for sure. I feel for the supporters and I feel for the players and feel for everybody connected with the club. It's a tough moment for us, but we have to keep working. There's no other solution. You've got to keep working, stay together, keep focused, move to the next match and try to get the 3 points.
2.
Tom Hanks has worked with all kinds of actors, animals and even a volleyball, but he really struggles with pussycats. The Hollywood legend's been outing his most difficult co-star. He popped up with Seth Meyers to discuss the problem with one particular character in his latest movie, A Man Called Otto, and that was his feline co-star Smeagol. He's worked with dogs before, but said it's nothing compared to cats in movies.
You cannot train a cat to do anything. They are the most disinterested creatures on the planet Earth. Dogs will do exactly what they are trained to do, including look at you adoringly. Right? But cats are untrainable.
Lisa Marie Presley, singer, actress and only child of Priscilla and Elvis Presley, has died suddenly. She was found unresponsive in her California home on Thursday night and rushed to hospital. TMZ are reporting she had a cardiac arrest. She was just 54 years old and had released 3 albums in her career. She was also famously married to Michael Jackson and Nicolas Cage. She'd recently attended the Golden Globes on Tuesday night with mum Priscilla and got to see Austin Butler accepting the award for Best Actor in a Drama Motion Picture for Elvis. Rest in peace, Lisa Marie.
I also want to thank our incredible producers and Warner Brothers and the Presley family. Thank you guys. Thank you for opening your hearts, your memories, your home to me. Lisa Marie, Priscilla, I love you forever.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.